Hello, friends. Welcome to Tanks Invest, where we talk about investing, finance, and professional. For today's tips only, the investment I'm going to talk today will be Ethereum ETH. It's my third posting of today. Respect to recording time of 3:10 p.m. on Eastern time. Ethereum currently $3,830, down about 7.27% so far. On the over crypto market and the equity market is experiencing some panic sell-off. It's been durating the entire day so far. Seems like it's not really reviving so far, but it's normalizing and stabilizing at the current level right now. Respect to Ethereum is currently hovering around the $3,843 mark, which is technically the consolidation level. So basically $10 away from it. So I would give that the benefit of doubts that we are at the consolidated level. And this is a level that is critical. We have to watch, right? Because if we break the current level, we are going to be in for a relatively sharp drop to the $3,475, which we've seen historically, I believe last Saturday to be exact, which we saw this red candle here that we crashed down all the way to that level and immediately got bought back up because of that leverage wipeout, and also with respect to a lot of the negative media affectation, just have that like quadruple whammy effects that subsequently drive the sell-off that we saw last week. So with respect to the technicals front, let's just dive right into it before, I'll go through the news in a bit. So with respect to the current level with the 40 out of 70, so we are slowly depleting to more of an oversold level. We are in a bearish state because of the curvature downward on the MACD front so far. We are down about 7%. So incurring risk right now, which I placed my limit order about 3,850, which I got executed. Was the logical move, right? And I hope that many of you guys actually did that right move, because today's sell-off is mainly driven by emotions, by fear, not a logical move, because we have not heard anything specifically from Jerome on the inflationary pressure, what's the outlook of the economy going forward, despite how bearish or pessimistic the market is saying so far, right? But the real confirmatory news that we heard was with respect to the Omicron news, right? The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson did say that several folks actually passed away in England from the diagnosis of the Omicron, right? So that subsequently drove some fear mongering, stir within the uncertainty affectation around the FOMC meeting tomorrow, right? So there's a lot of mixture into the stew, translating to the price level that we are at right now. So with respect to Bitcoin right now is bouncing off of the 47,600, which is the level of resistance that we've identified so far, right? And if we break this level, we're going to go down to the 44, right? We're going to go down to the 40, but I think 40 is a relatively stretch because of the fact that we're already oversold. So I think 43 would technically be the very bottom. So I will, place your limit order in to see if we're able to capture this. I think right now, if you are, being logical, the current level is not a terrible buy right now, to be honest with you. I'll give this a relatively attractive level, to be honest with you. Dogecoin right now is still selling off, despite the positive Elon Musk news that I've seen on the news front on CNBC saying that Dogecoin is a better option to buy things with than Bitcoin. Despite this pump on Twitter, Dogecoin is still experiencing this sell-off. So it seems like Dogecoin is really losing steam, losing momentum. Investors like slowly giving up for obvious reasons because it's a meme coin, right? So it is what it is. But I think if you believe in the long term, you believe that this is going to revive over time, this is a dip, I would say. Cardano is down about 7.35% right now, 134 to 120 is still a frame to dollar cost average. We are oversold right now with the 34. So this is not terrible, to be honest with you. I think Cardano is actually a relatively good buy. Solana right now is down about 10%, 157. Right now is the buy, right? Like this is something we've been talking about for quite some time now, right? It came true because the technical was saying so. It just like the fear news is driving this to get there faster. That's the reason why we're there right now. And I think, do we see more sell-off? I think right now it's logical to incur risk at the moment, knowing the fact that this is the level that we should ideally dollar cost average as the logical level. So placing this limit order here is not a terrible idea, to be honest with you. XRP right now is bouncing off the wall from 88 to 79, right? So Right now, we're at the resistance level, right? And at the current level right now on the MACD front, we are fusing together. So a reversal for XRP as we get the confirmatory signal from the macro market is going to drive XRP to go up. So not a terrible level, to be honest with you. Polkadot is down about 10% right now. We're at the 34 out of 70. At the same time, we're curving within together right now. So not a terrible idea to incur some risk if you believe in this long-term value proposition. So yeah, anywhere from current level to 25 is still good. So we're not that far off, right? So today's just a more of an overreaction, to be honest with you. Algorand is down about 11%, selling down. So the bottom is going to be around 135. If we break that, we're going to be in for a zone of abyss, basically. We don't know, right? Right now with the 35. So I think 135.700, based on the historical dip, was the bottom. And I think we're like about 3 cents away. Is the logical move, but Algorand is like seems like it's a falling off the cliff. It seems like this asset is, you know, people are losing confidence in this asset class. So hopefully you guys are bearing your soul, holding on, and you know, it really contingent on the long-term value proposition, right? Shiba Inu anywhere from 2,900 to 900 still the dip for us. MACTEX at 184. We are closing in on 175, which is exactly what we were going to say. We are closing in, so that means as we get there, that will be a better level. We did form the death cross. That's exactly why we sold this red candle off. It's just a reason for the technicals to come true. So today gave us the reason. So 175 to 143 is still the dip for us. AVAX is down about 9% right now. Anywhere from 80 to 60 is going to be the dip. I think right now, if you incur some risk right now, it's not terrible, right? Because you don't know if we're going to go down all the way to 60, but within the frame of reference right now, in a risk mitigation perspective, is a good level to dollar cost average at the moment right now. And just take a look at the news front before I move on to the recap. Besides that CNBC news, talk about Elon Musk says that Dogecoin is a better buy than Bitcoin. Some other news that we already talked about earlier today with respect to the Boris Johnson news on the COVID death cases, and also with respect to the foreshadow on the FOMC meeting tomorrow. Those are the major events that we have to be watching out for. I foresee it's going to be like some sort of a rebound ahead of the meeting or during the meeting as we hear some key words from Jerome. Ultimately, we're not predictor, right? We don't know what he's going to be saying, right? So we hope that he's going to say something positive and it's going to give us a good wrap up on the ending of this year, you know, by Christmas, right? So I'm optimistic. I think the bottom is already somewhere around the corner, or we are already here. So I think today is more of just a uncertainty overreactions from here, right? So with respect to the risk management level, these are levels dollar cost average at. Against my conservatism, but despite conservatism, seems like I would say 85% of the list here came true, right? And I've been saying this, I've not really changed much. I made some tweaks here and there to make it more refined, but it's a reason why, like, it seems like it's wizardry that I'm able to predict the numbers to come true. It's not, it's just technicals speaking the truth, right? Again, technicals never lies, people lies, media lies. But based on the, you know, my research so far, it seems like it's paying off. So I'm really happy that my work is actually substantive. That's working out for us, and I'm happy for you guys that are able to, you know, build some good positionings for yourself. All right, so that's it for today with respect to this Monday. It's my third posting already. I'll watch out if there's anything specific that comes out later today. And so yeah, give me a shout if you have any questions, and stay tuned. Come up. Take care. Bye.